Hi everyone, really good to see you. Happy NFL Week 2 kickoff. It is Sunday morning. I am going to be streaming before kickoff. This is a video portion of my picks. Just in case you missed my stream this morning. So I'm in a spread league. A lot of you guys already know that. That's why I do this. It's kind of like a casual spread league, whatever. I'm kind of thinking about Survivor because obviously Survivor, Yahoo Survivor, ESPN Survivor. I think there's maybe an NFL.com one. And there's a lot of websites that do that, right? For Survivor last week, I had Washington and it was a sweat out. The Ravens was a little bit more comfortable, but see, I wanted to save the Ravens because I know there'll be a game where the Ravens, like, they're gonna play another decently bad team and just take them. So my strategy was, of course, Ravens was the best one last week, but on paper, but like I feel like with the whole strategy involved of saving the good teams, that's why I picked Washington last week in a sweat out. Um, this is my spread league, but honestly, if I really had to pick a survivor team, right now I'm going with the Giants. Even though I have Arizona covering the spread, I just don't see the Giants going 0-2 because 0-2 kind of means, hey, your season's like almost over. Like not really, but like 0-2 is so powerful, and like I think that if you lose against two NFC opponents, it really just kind of makes your NFC conference record also pretty bad, which is tiebreaker implications for wild card seeds. The thing I'll say is, I mean, I would not even mind picking Indianapolis because Houston just has another offensive lineman out. So they have four of their five starters that are out from the depth chart. And also their two safeties are out, Jalen Petrie. And then they also have another safety, Jimmy Ward, who came over from the 49ers because of D'Amico Ryans. So I would not like it's risky, but like who cares? Like if I pull it off and Indy wins, like I don't think I would ever use Indy ever again. So it's like it's just a huge win. So we'll see. I mean, good luck Houston, but I just feel like Indy with their starfire power against the Jaguars. I mean, I really like Indy today. But going over, but anyway, good luck with Survivor. Make your pick. Good luck. As for the other picks, I was pretty confident with Minnesota. They had four fumbles and still almost won the game. You take away those fumbles and just ball security, I really think they win that game. I think their scheme against Jalen Hurts was pretty good. However, their scheme against the run game, Brian Flores, the coordinator, is not that good. So we won. We barely won. We got some, a little bit of lucky involved, but that was that. I'm going with the Bengals. I think that honestly, even though Joe Burrow is not like 100%, I still think there is some urgency in that Bengals stadium. I think, again, going 0-2, not only against AFC opponents, but also AFC North opponents, it not only really kills your chances for division hopes, but also it kills your chances at just hope in general. I mean, you're really lost against the Ravens and the Browns. I feel like they're gonna go out there. They have the star power. There is no Ronnie Stanley. There is no Tyler Lindenbaum, and also there is no Marlon Humphrey. I think it's gonna be hard to guard Jamar Chase. Even Marcus Williams is out there, safety. I honestly have the Bengals going out there and winning this game. And also, if you look in the history, they do have the Baltimore Ravens' number in the last so many years. Chicago, Tampa Bay, do not overthink it. They just beat the Vikings on the road. Mine is 3.5. Yours maybe 2.5. One thing I'll say about this, just in general, I think that just Justin Fields doesn't look that good, and the Bears looked horrible, and that was without Christian Watson of the Packers. So honestly, I'm going with Tampa Bay. I'm not going to overthink it. And if the Bears pull the upset, well, Bears, maybe you do have a chance for the NFC North. But I'm sorry, just after that game last week, I'm just not taking them. It just is what it is, and I want to see Justin Fields go out there and do it versus that tough Bucks defense. Atlanta, Green Bay, because of injuries, I'm going Atlanta. I have a free point, but now it is -1.5 Atlanta. I'm going with Atlanta because I feel like Drake London and Kyle Pitts will get their shit together for once. That's my real reason. I mean, I think Green Bay, no Aaron Jones, no Christian Watson is detrimental. Jordan Love proved me wrong 2 weeks in a row. I think that, 2 weeks in a row if Jordan Love pulls it off on the road, then you start seeing the respect a little bit more each week, right? But until it happens, you got to earn that respect in this league. I don't think it was Love was that great. I think it was the Bears were that bad last week. Indianapolis, Houston, I already went over. Why? Indianapolis. KC, Jacksonville, I think this one has a lot of people going KC. I had KC all the way back to Tuesday. The reason why I'm going with Jacksonville is A, they're healthy, and B, I still think there's enough star power on that team to compete to cover the spread of 3.5. I really feel like, honestly, the defense of the Chiefs with Chris Jones coming back is going to be better than last week. However, I do think the Jacksonville Jaguars with Calvin Ridley and the way ETN's playing, and even Evan Ingram, underrated tight end, I think, and at home, Duval Nation, I think they have enough chance to keep it close. I'm going with Jacksonville Jaguars. I like a backdoor cover than I do the Chiefs for a blowout. Chargers, Tennessee. I don't like Tennessee's defensive injuries. Christian Fulton is out, one of their corners. Also, we have Amani Hooker, who's out, one of their safeties. And also from the preseason, you still have Caleb Farley. So they are a little bit weak in their corners versus a pass-heavy team. I do know that the running back Austin Eckler's out, but remember, this is still a pass-first team. The defense is pretty healthy for the Chargers. I will take Chargers. I'm not going to overthink that one. Watch out for J.C. Jackson against DeAndre Hopkins. We'll see who wins that battle over in the South. Las Vegas and Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo. I'm not overthinking this one. I know a lot of people want the Raiders, but here's the thing, though, okay? I don't think it's the Raiders are that good. I think it's the Broncos are that bad. I do not trust Russell Wilson. However, I am taking him versus Washington. That's another thing. I honestly feel like Buffalo, so much bullshit last week. You fumble the ball, you throw 3 picks. What did they do when they got embarrassed against the Chiefs for 13 seconds in the playoff game? They went out there, they killed the Rams week 1, and they are a bounce back team. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. They will blow them out, and it will show the Raiders some reality. Arizona, New York, I'm going to be honest with you, 2 shit teams. No offense, New York, but Daniel Jones sucks. You pay him to a contract. Yeah, you made the playoffs last year, but, so did the Vikings, and they're 0-2. So, making the playoffs is a big deal, and so did Seattle. And look at Seattle, getting blown out. So it just shows you it's night and day. Season to season, off season the next year, it's night and day. I have Arizona. I think Josh Dobbs is a smart quarterback. I think both teams are shit. I'm taking the 4.5 points. It is what it is. If Giants blow them out, awesome, cool story. But you know what? After last week, Arizona home opener, I'll take Arizona. San Fran and the Rams. This one honestly is kind of bullshit. San Fran is just that good of a team. I think they're number 1 in the league. I love Shanahan. The Browns had him 7 years ago. We got rid of him. The Falcons had him. You should have made him your head coach, Atlanta. It is what it is. He's one of the best coaches in this league. I honestly think the San Fran Niners, they're just that good. And without the wide receiver help, you might get past Seattle, but you're not getting past San Fran. I honestly think that if the Rams go out there and win the game, let alone keep it close, we could have a division title really up for grabs. If the Rams keep it close, they're still 1-1 once Cooper Kupp comes back. I know Aaron Donald always gives you a chance, but I'm going with the Niners, especially after going into Pittsburgh and winning comfortably. Jets and Dallas, I'm going with the Jets. I think the defense is good enough. No Brandon Cooks. I trust Sauce Gardner to stop CeeDee Lamb, and just in general, don't overthink it. 8.5 points is a lot. Even though Zach Wilson is the quarterback, I think there is enough star power. Whereas the Rams, there's not. There is enough star power. Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson. Let's not underrate Allen Lazard. That team is enough to keep it a close game. Who will win? Dallas. But I think New York can keep it close. Washington and Denver, I think these are two shit teams. I think these two teams, no offense, I mean, again, I've been shit my whole life, the Cleveland Browns, so do not take it to heart. I honestly feel like, going over, Washington and Denver here, it really just comes down to I don't trust Sam Howell. I don't know how you beat Dallas last year, Week 18, your first start ever. But I feel like Denver, the Sean Payton, turnaround, this is it. If you go 0-2 Denver with Sean Payton, all the hype, Jerry Jeudy's healthy now, all that bullshit. I know Frank Clark's out, but yeah, that's that. Miami, New England, I'm not going to lie to you, it's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. I don't know. I think that Bill Belichick does dominate Miami, but also Miami has too much star power. I'm going with New England. It's Sunday Night Football. I'm going. That's what it is. I'm trusting Bill Belichick to get his shit together. I think that if you keep it close versus the Eagles, you're doing something right. Now the question is, can you contain Tyreek Hill? New Orleans, Carolina. I don't trust Bryce Young after last week. I'm going with New Orleans. Their defense looked absolutely amazing last week. Use that mindset versus Carolina, and you'll be just fine. Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Cleveland has not won a regular season matchup at Pittsburgh in the last 20 games. I'm going Pittsburgh. If Cleveland wins, it's a win-win for my heart. I'm going to the game. I cannot lose. I either win the spread league or I go out there and win my heart. Good luck, everyone, and that is it for the video. Right now, I'm about middle of the pack. I'm right now 8-9 for the whole year. I would say my best pick last week was the Bucks +6. Bye, guys. Take care. Peace.